Hello, welcome to Business Reporter's The Best of British Business campaign. I'm Ashley Blake. A retail business is only as good as its logistics operation. For example, you may have great products and brilliant marketing, but if you can't ship online orders next day, you won't stay in business for long. That's why a third-party logistics partner, or 3PL, can make all the difference between success and failure. You can find numerous 3PL companies out there, but Worldwide Logistics claim to offer a uniquely flexible solution no one else can match. That's what we'll be discussing today with Glenn Hayes, Managing Director UK and Ireland at Worldwide Logistics Group. Glenn, what would you say is the biggest challenge and the biggest opportunity for retailers today?
So the biggest challenge is that the bar has just been set so high. All of these marketplaces can offer returns, they can offer next day deliveries, and they can offer that globally. However, it is possible for smaller brands and smaller customers to be able to do the same and compete with these big brands if they know what they're doing.
Okay, so what's standing in the way of companies trying to seize this opportunity?
The biggest thing standing in the way is just the ability to scale up. Some of these brands are not new to retail and they are used to selling in bricks and mortar. They've got an established customer base, but they don't know how to get into the e-commerce world.
So how can companies, even small companies, be competitive if logistics is so demanding?
Well, first and foremost, they need a fantastic partner, and that partner needs to be able to give them both the physical and digital ability to take their online brand and pair that up together so that they can give the next day delivery and late cut off, they can do returns, and they can do that globally as well.
Okay, so how does Worldwide Logistics help?
We are an end-to-end supply chain solution, looking at all of the different parts of the supply chain rather than just trying to fix the end mile or the first mile. We actually go all the way through that with our customer and make sure that we deliver an optimal customer experience when they get the package in their hands via whoever that is at the end.
Okay, Glenn, perhaps you could paint a picture of a typical journey a product might take and what your role would be.
The journey could be from anywhere in the world, a factory in the US, a factory in Vietnam, a factory in Pakistan or China, but the end goal is to get it to the customer's house. It doesn't matter where they are in the world either, but we need to go back through the supply chain and look at the actual locations together and then work out the best mode. We have to look at things like the sales velocity, for example, to make sure that the product's always in supply. These days, with the marketplaces being as they are, if you're not at the top of the algorithms and you're not constantly in supply, you start dropping down the algorithm. And that has a massive, massive negative effect on revenue. So if we can work out how to always keep our customer in supply by using different modes, whether it be sea freight, air freight, things like courier, or a combination of all of those, then that's going to help you to sell more. And if you can sell more, then you can move more. And if you can move more, you can make more money. We offer a proper returns and removal and remedial solution as well. That really stands us apart from our competition, I believe, and it enables our customers to keep on selling. And it's not just the infrastructure side as well. We've actually got our own system which gives you full transparency, so you can look at anything that you want to, whether that be where your product is in the world at any one time, whether that's sea freight, air freight, road freight. We've also got the ability to show you where a product is in storage as well. We pair that with your sales forecast, and we pair that with your online marketplace as well, so that we have a true picture of what you need to enable your supply chain to thrive and ultimately to give you as many sales as possible.
You've given us a few examples, Glenn, haven't you, about how you differentiate between larger 3PLs. But perhaps you can give us a bit more detail as to why a company should choose your services rather than those.
The thing that really sets us apart is we've got the best people in the business. We've got the experts that understand customs, final mile deliveries, returns, and they really care. They want to understand all of our clients' needs. It doesn't matter if they're a really big customer selling millions and millions online, or they're a bricks and mortar store trying to switch from bricks and mortar to online sales. We can really help everyone to scale up their business, and that's globally. That's why we're called Worldwide.
Maybe you could share with us a success story, some case studies perhaps.
Yeah, so we were approached by a traditionally bricks and mortar retailer that were working with the likes of Debenhams and House of Fraser, and they had really no exposure. They were basically a lame duck in terms of their online e-commerce offering. So when they approached us, they said, not only do we need you to give us a full end-to-end supply chain solution, but we also need you to help us with our last mile and look at almost forensically our website and understand if we can pair that up with your WMS, so our warehouse management system. And through that process, we could see that they really didn't have an IT team, they didn't have any exposure or any real knowledge, so we had to give them that kind of wraparound care. The rapid deployment that we gave to them enabled them to increase their sales over 60% just in one financial quarter, which I believe is a real testament to what we can achieve if given that opportunity.
Can a smaller up-and-coming retailer use your services?
Yeah, for sure. It's not your size, it's the power and potential of your brand that really matters to us. We've worked with customers that have only sold a few units that now are selling in the millions. We've worked with companies that are selling in the millions and want to sell even more. And that could be that you want to scale into new countries. We can offer that it doesn't matter what country it's in, whether it's the US that you're looking to scale up in, or into mainland Europe, into continental Europe, any far-flung place, basically, that's what we do. We help entrepreneurs to grow their businesses.
So just before we go, Glenn, perhaps you can give us 3 key takeaways from this discussion.
Firstly, you must be able to sell multi-channel all around the world. Secondly, it is possible to pull this off if you have got a robust 3PL partner that's global. I believe that Worldwide Logistics are that partner because we've got the physical warehouses all around the world. We have the digital capability and technical know-how, and we've got amazing people that really try to understand our clients' business and help our customers to scale up.
Glenn Hayes, Managing Director of Worldwide Logistics.